Let's see here. Stream finished from YouTube. Come on, YouTube, you can do it. Here it comes. YouTube is connecting. Can it do it? Can it do it? Connect, YouTube. You can do it, YouTube. You can do it. Check a 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4. I should probably bump this up to 14.1. That's what I usually have it at. If it gets crazy, let me know. Watch your ears. That's normally what I have it, so it lands in the yellow regularly from just regular talking, so I don't have to break my voice. Hey, we have viewers. Welcome, Periscope people. So yeah, I'm going to be doing a thing. I'm going to try to play around with the Restream API. I'm probably going to have to create another account to do this. So I really don't have a plan. I'm just going to be doing this live. And we'll see where that goes. I am a little bit curious to see if the Twitch is still working. But we'll go ahead and take a peek at that a little bit later. It's funny because normally most of my viewers come from Twitch, and I don't see any Twitch people connected right now. If you're out there and you feel like saying hi, I should be able to see your input on the Restream chat here. But the goal is to get this chat to appear in. Hey, there we go. So there's somebody who said hi. It's like Twitch viewers popped in. I got 5 of those. And so yeah, so for today I'm going to be using. How's it going, Paxi Maxi? So for today I'm going to be using just this Restream chat, which means that many times during the day I'm going to be. Oh, no problem. Thanks. Hi, Peter. I'm going to be not able to see your chat, unfortunately. This is why I'm doing this, just to give you guys a little bit of background. I am streaming from a Pop! OS system right now that's running OBS 26.02. This all worked out of the box on Pop! OS. Pop! OS so far has been the most pleasant just works Linux distro I've ever used. I have been blown away by its simplicity and how everything is just there. You know, even things like GPT are already installed. Just everything is there that you would want to use for a tool. You can tell it was really designed to be that. Some people still complain about it out there, but I really love it. I got to tell you, to me, how valuable it is to just have OBS work. So if anything about the stream doesn't look good to you, like if you see any screen tearing in particular, if you see screen tearing, please let me know immediately, and I'll go turn the setting on for that. And by the way, if you don't know what that is, so if you on Ubuntu traditionally, you have to turn these two things off. Sync to vBlank and allow flipping. But that was some versions of the driver ago, and I want to believe that this might have been fixed. So I'll go back and be checking my videos and see if I can see any screen tearing. But if you ever see the screen like split and kind of run all the way down like that, then just know that, and please let me know, and I'll go turn these off, because that's how you fix that. I found that out. It took me several hours to find that out when I first started streaming in January of this year. So yeah, all right, let's get on with it. I mean, I might do some sort of like review of the streaming tools at some point. I do like to offer that up. As you can see, there's not going to be any chat on the screen right now, and that's by design, because reasons, mostly because my Twitch tool is Twitch specific, and I don't want to use WeeChat anymore. I like WeeChat, but I can't use Restream with WeeChat. So already I kind of have to go back and use something else. I do wish I could probably do it. Trying to find the pin here. I wonder if you can do that. Nope, I don't think you can. Nope, I don't think so. I mean, because if you could just pin this here, that would be the best, of course, right? So that I could just leave it up, or I could like carve out a space on my screen, and there's lots of ways to do that. But not particularly interested in that. I'm just going to go, I'll check back in with you guys pretty regularly. I'll try to remember, but who knows. All right, so the first thing we need to do is create a mock Restream account to do all of our testing and everything. So I'm going to go ahead and make a new private window, and I'm going to go to restream.io and make an account. It's going to be hard to do this while we're streaming because I don't think I can run the 2 streams at a time. In fact, I know I can't, so I might not be able to do this, but we'll see how far we can get with this. If I have to, if I have to stop and go from there, we can. So I'm just going to create an account, RWXU. I don't know about this. Let me blank you guys out for a bit while I think about this. Just give me a second here. You're watching a black screen. Let's do, I don't know which one to do here. I'm trying to decide. I think I already have another account with that name on it, so I'm going to go try that. You know what? I have a feeling, let's wait on the account thing. I'll come back to the account later. Let's go look at the API a little bit, kind of break it down. Just cause, I mean, that's something I can do before I get the account. I can create the account tonight while you guys are off stream. I'm just jumping right in. All right, so what we got? Let's go back and find our, let's go back and see if we can find the API stuff. And I'm gonna be writing this in Go, by the way. So here we go. Stop the social network from tracking you. Yay. Hey, look, there's me. But more importantly, and of course I'm not going to show you my keys or anything, but let's go look at the API. I'm going to go see if I can find it fast from the terminal. Restream. I know it's WebSockets. So we have to make 2 things here. We have to make a way to send messages and a way to just take in all of the messages as they come in and put them on the end of a file somehow that I can then just ongoingly display. And I'm probably just going to do that as a log, and just write it straight to the log and then just deal with the log independently from a daemon. And then the thing about that, though, is the daemon's going to have the method of communicating up as well. So I'm going to have to be able to send it a message. So let's go see WebSocket class, Microsoft Chat. Let's go see WebSockets API. If anybody has any information about this, if anybody's tried it already, let me know. I've been really happy to get some input on this. I know other people have made Restream apps. I just don't know anybody who's made a command line app. And just so you know, I'm going to be doing this in Go. And we're going to have at least the daemon that remains connected and grabs down the WebSocket stuff. Because here's another thing too. Let me just test this. I think, yeah, if I remember right, where's my other one? Oh, I got all kinds of stuff on. I'm getting used to Pop! OS still. It's like the old fancy one. Little question. I can program with C, but I'm stuck with finding libraries. Oh man, I had no idea. No idea. Sorry about that. Don't have an answer for that one. So WebSockets, we don't need to learn about WebSockets. We know how to do that. Let's go to the developers portal. Do you need JavaScript to run this app? Of course you do. This is one of those cases where I won't fault them that much because obviously it's a web app. That is bothering me a bit. You know what? There's a setting in GNOME that will let you when you go through here, it lets you like breaks these out into two parts. You see that? But it doesn't do it by default. And this is the other thing I noticed about Pop! OS is that you can't you can't change some of those things. This is one of the. I mean, it's not annoying. I won't go so far as to say that. It's just one of the things you give up with Pop! OS is the ability to change everything. So you get a really, really clean interface, but you also lose a lot of ability to change things that you would have in a big old, all the bells and whistles kind of thing. So we need to go to the desktop, and I'm just trying to find where the desktop is right now. Applications, Archive Manager. I mean, I don't know. Yeah, classic Windows paradigm. Oh, I love GNOME. Yeah. Tiling Manager. Yeah, you can do all of that stuff. You just have to set it up. That's what I love about Pop! OS is it does it all for you. But again, it does not give you a lot of options. Like in GNOME, regular GNOME, you can change all kinds of stuff. Now I know you can download tweak apps and all that kind of stuff because it is based on GNOME, but it does not let you like let's see, applications, control various applications permitting setting change your background. So something, for example, like this is actually something I just found out. That's why I'm spending time on it. If you Alt Tab is like a universal way for going through everything. Font printing looks good. Yeah. Fonts are really, really great. So far they've been really good. Fake tiling with GNOME and KDE. Yeah, well, one of the best things is you can, you have two desktops, right? If you want it. Let's see, show applications, no, files, pop shop, not interested. What I am concerned with though is that you can't change this is the first time it's annoyed me. That's why I looked at it. I've only been using this for a day. I tested it before, but this is the first time I've actually made myself use it. And so far, I don't mind. It's like little trade-offs. The biggest one for me is that I have to learn to push the command key, the meta key, to get between things. And right now, that I cannot. I'm going to have to get used to doing that instead of this, because this is how I normally get around everybody. Hey, paint artist. So normally I get around this way. But you cannot do that if, there's like got to be something else. I think wait, I wonder if there's another keyboard. I bet there is. There's got to be one that goes through like all of the Alt Tab and then use arrow keys. I'm not an arrow keys guy. I'm an Alt Tab guy, but this annoys me because look, I want to go back and forth between, I don't want to go back and forth between the whole app. You see what I'm saying? I want to go back and forth between this, and it only shows me the one window. You see that? How's it going? So that's a little bit annoying. You see what I'm saying? Now, there's another way to do this is to use my mouse, which I don't want to do. One key plus 1, 2, 3. Yeah. I3M. Yeah, I'm not, I don't use desktop managers, period. And I don't intend to learn any desktop manager more than the minimum. And Alt Tab has been my go-to because it works on every operating system, including iPad. So yeah, that's a little bit annoying. To switch to another desktop. Yeah, that's another thing people do. Everybody got their own way of doing it. I think it's just too much cognitive overhead personally. I only want to remember Alt Tab, but the little annoyance I have right now is that I can't Alt Tab between different windows. See this? I have to use my mouse to get here. It doesn't, even if I pause, it doesn't. And I'm sure there's some keystroke to press to make that happen, but I don't know what it is. So yeah, minor inconveniences. Found a Groovebox theme for Firefox I really like, guys. You might like it. This is really great. This little color scheme it does right here. Mouse on the desktop. Yeah, me too. And that's why I'm just kind of annoyed, because I actually have Vimium loaded, right? So as it is right now, all I can do is go to a single. I can't expand this. There's a setting in GNOME that lets you change that so that it will put 2 icons for Firefox, and then you can actually see which one you want to go to, and they all get listed out at the same time. Now, another possibility without the keyboard, I mean, this is supposed to be a Go thing, so we'll go back to that, but unified Restream chat. Yes, that's what I want to do. That's what I'm trying to make, Payne. Yep, that's what I'm trying to make. So if you go out to developers, that's what got us into this, by the way, is I can't go to this window without my mouse, which really annoys me. Anyway, so if we go to developers, is it settings, keyboard, switch windows? You found it? God bless you. It is keyboard? Why would that be under keyboard? That doesn't make any sense. I had my Russian keyboard on the other day. Yeah, during all this Twitter thing last week. It was really fun. It was really fun. Keyboard. Use the same source for all windows. Individually. Yes, you found it. I would definitely be VIPing you right now. I would definitely be VIPing you right now. Wait, why isn't it doing it? Did I not do it right? Maybe I have to reboot. Not reboot, but you know, whatever. Switch input sources individually for each window. Super plus space. I see what's going on. Wait, no, I don't. I thought I did. Okay, let's do this. I can screw with that later. Thank you for the help, though, people. Thank you for this much help. Oh my God! All right, I'm not using my mouse though. It didn't work. So keep working on that loop. As far as I can tell, it didn't work. Did you see that? Because it went to. Thank you for the help. Yes, it almost did. It almost worked, but not quite. I mean, it went to. Almost worked, but yeah, I suspect that there's like a I have to log out kind of thing going on for that, but I don't know. Anyway, so let's go to developer.restream.io. Anybody out there in Streamland going to the Golang conference? Just curious. Anyone? Web portal, read documentation. All right, so this might be a lot of research on today's stream. I don't have a lot of time. I've only got 40 minutes left, but let's definitely outline what we want to do. So, and I'm going to be creating some repos for stuff. You guys can follow along. I'm going to go ahead and kill Tmux here for a second. Yeah, boy, check this out too, guys. I got dir colors. Yeah, yep. I have directory colors set. Also, I have KeyPass. KeyPass is so good on Pop! OS. Oh my gosh, it's so stinking good. And but we see this. Look at all these pretty colors, right? So I have a dir color. I changed my dir colors to use Groovebox. So yeah, that they're all in sync now. I had to go through my profile, and I should probably change the name of this video to stuff you can do with Pop! OS. Okay, let me go back to where we're gonna go. So cd rvxrob, and I'm gonna make a new directory for this work. What should we call this thing? What should we call it, guys? What should we call it? I freaking hate that. It's gonna drive me nuts. Still learning JavaScript, KDE. Yeah. Just start with a language. I recently learned some Perl because I have it anyway. Yeah. All right. So the thing that we need to learn now, what we have to figure out now is what we're going to name it. So I think we should have both of the commands under the same project. So if you have never started a Go project, I've done this on video already on YouTube. But I'm going to go ahead and start a Go project really quick. We have enough time for that, probably. Do we? Yes, we do. And but we need to figure out what we're going to name the thing and how it's going to work. So, in fact, why don't I go ahead and do I have Draw.io installed? Ooh, I'm gonna install Draw.io really quick. I've installed Draw so you guys can see we're kind of in design phase here. I don't even think it's called that anymore. Search. Oh my gosh, am I off the Draw.io? Nope. I'm gonna have to just go there. Ah, I know I'm such a spaz. This is where, yeah. Draw.io has been renamed, by the way. It's diagrams now or whatever. Decide later. All right. So yeah, we'll just use this one here because I don't want to take time. So we have, so if we have up here, if this is Restream, Restream.io, I'll make it smaller. Zoom in a little bit. I do not like your, where are you? I do not want grid stuff. Where's the grid stuff? Go away. Oh yeah, this is like one of my favorites. I'm a little bit, there it is. Turn off feature. Okay. So we have Restream.io and actually, oops. Let me get rid of that one. Delete. By the way, do you know this? If you click this little arrow, it'll like make a new one. Oh, that's new. Didn't do that before. So you can say, I want Restream.io, and actually I'm going to put my own desktop here. I guess streaming system. Actually, no, we're going to put workstation. I mean, this is not that big of a deal. I don't really need to even do this. It's actually, that arrow's the wrong way. So we need to go this and put down here. And then, so, but there needs to be two things on here. There needs to be on the workstation. Actually, let's do this. I don't know. I'm just spitballing here. So we need to do, you guys get to watch me like really fail. I'm just being really fast here. So this guy, we need a daemon service that remains connected to here. This is actually what's more important than all of them. So you need a service from the workstation that's connected, and something needs to connect to the workstation, and that's going to be like some app of ours of some kind. So this would be so like the command line app. And I don't see making it a terminal UI versus you know what I'm talking about. You guys know what a terminal UI is versus command line UI. For $10, who can tell me the difference between a terminal UI and a command line UI? The terminal UI needs a library like ncurses or cview or something with snap on or deb. That'll be interesting to see. That's if that's because I use that tool all the time. If necessary, I'll just use the online one. I don't care. So yeah. So bottom line is this: we need to make these components. Whoops. Why did I do that? And then you go here. I know this is like this is the part where I lose all kinds of time because I'm always I was a big drafter in school, so I get really sticklery about that kind of stuff. This doesn't even really need to have an arrow on it. Come on, where's arrows? Arrows. Oh, that's because that's doing that because I can't. That's because of my stupid. Watch your eyes. Wait. It's like, is this one it? Yeah, see, I can't see it because my. This is kind of annoying. Seriously, like watch your eyes though, guys. Oh my gosh. I warned you. I warned you. I warned you. Don't yell at me. All right. So none there. None for this one too. All right. So you can go back to sleep. Bottom line is this. Dark Reader should be a crime. Yeah. Did you see something? Look, let me show you something. So the new Firefox, you guys remember I've been yelling about all the time about how Firefox blows your eyes out. Remember usually when you start a new tab, it's white and then it hurts you? Not anymore. See that? So all I did was I added a Groovebox theme and then I took off default home screen and I made blank screen. So that has now been rectified. You do not need to fear being blinded when I make a new tab now. So that's the thing. Anyway, so this is the overall stuff we have to make. We have to make a command line app that talks to the service interactively. That means it needs to be able, we need to figure out how those two things are going to talk to each other. Oh, mine, what are you talking about? It doesn't blow your eyes out? Or it did blow your eyes out and still blows your eyes out. Which one? It didn't do it in the past? Yeah. Yeah, no need to tinker. Follows the subsystem settings dark mode. Yeah, I think, yeah. So anyway, service. How's it going, Greg? So here we have this. We have the service that talks to this. This might be a project, Greg. We should talk about this today. This is something that we maybe can work on. That's actually fun. It has coding in it instead of writing. Get those Chromium tabs on Firefox by putting something in Chromium. Did you see that they're starting to bundle the latest Chromium with Mint? By the way, I'm very sad to say that the Debian edition of Mint was just not for me. Just not for me. Maybe somebody else, but not me. Man, it was way too much of a hassle to set up. So here we go. MX Linux. Haven't tried that one yet. I'm never leaving Pop OS. Somebody would have to really twist my arm at this point because it's so clean. It's just so stinking clean. And you guys know I live in the terminal mostly anyway. So yeah. Unbiased take on Rust. Worth look. I've written. I have like a 27,000 hits video about back to go. Rust is slow. And yeah, I haven't got any death threats yet, but I got pretty close to one. The only guy who's ever threatened sort of violence on Twitter at one point said, he called me a sweaty autistic. and he at one point he said, by the way, what do you do? Are you for or against Rust today? And I was like, oh my God, really? Rust fans, some of the Rust fans out there are psycho. I mean, I could say that about Go too, I'm sure, but I've never encountered a psycho Go fan. I have encountered many psycho Rust fans. Okay, we're not going to slam on operating systems right now. Yeah, I don't want to get into that. You asked, so I'm Syrian. I'm just going to let you know what you can go watch. This thing beats Arch. Yeah, I'm going to do Arch I'm going to save Arch for my Docker distro. Yeah, because it makes sense that way. You more the hammer guy or wrench faction? I don't even know what that means. Anyway, yeah. Oh, right. Tools. Yes, I get your point. Very good point. So anyway, people have just been asking me why I shared and why I changed and this way. So Restream needs to connect. So these are two-way connections, by the way. So when you connect to a WebSocket server with Restream, this much I know because I've played around with WebSockets for gaming. It's been a long time. It's going to be great to get back into that from a Go perspective. If you haven't played around with WebSockets, by the way, can I just say it is fun. It is definitely a fun learning activity, and making like a game like Agario or something like that is really fun. We made a game called Blockheads, actually, that my son mostly did it, Ben, and that is based on WebSockets. It does this kind of thing. So we're going to be using WebSockets to communicate, and we need to get to understand the API. But we need two pieces. We need a service that's going to run. It's going to stay connected to Restream.io as long as we can. And then we're also going to have, it's getting a little bit loud. Hello? And then, sorry for the domestic yelling in the other room that you can hear through the wall. I think I'm in a New York apartment or something. Anyway, so we have this command line app. This is the real kicker, and we need to know what to name it. So what should we name this? What should we name it? Should we name it? I don't want to name it Restream, but because it kind of isn't that. Actually, this is the question I have. It's like I read a tweet today that said premature abstraction is worse than premature optimization, and I was like, because I've often thought that, right? It's like anticipating needs that you don't currently immediately have, and then staying agile with it. So this is the user story I want. I want an app that is one line, is like one-stop shopping for all of my streaming needs. That means that I can send, it's like the command that I can use from the command line. It's going to be really quick to type, and it'll have, I think I'm going to make it so it has a daemon mode. And when you run it in daemon, it's the same app, but the app will have a daemon mode. And then that means it'll stay connected and do its talking and all that. And then it'll create a log, but it will also open up a port, either a local port or a FIFO, and we haven't decided that out yet. I'm going to talk to you about what that is at some point. These are all architectural decisions we have to make before we get into this. And we'll talk about that in a bit. But a FIFO is a file, first in, first out file. That's how WeeChat uses to communicate with IRC. And it's pretty universal. It's basically just taking a regular Unix pipe and just like with the bar that you would use on the command line, and then putting it into a file, and then you can send stuff to it, and it will block until stuff is read from it. And anything can read from it, by the way. So that's one way to do that. But another way to do that would be, has a one generator. So another way to do this would be to have the service be a true service, so that it has its own API. What's the goal? Restream can be used to stream to both Twitch and YouTube. Rob already does that. So what does he want to improve? I want to make it so that this is, thanks for the question and answer there, Peter. I want to make it so that the stuff that you're watching right now on the screen, including the icons and emojis, and this is a benefit of that WeeChat does not provide. So this tool that I'm building here will be able to show emojis. All right, that's a given. So will it be able to download those from a particular channel? Who knows? But it's going to definitely, as long as the problem with it is if they're graphical things, I can't show them at all from the terminal, and they're going to have to. I'm sorry, we're not going to be able to do that. The best I can do probably for that is I will be interpreting certain emojis as certain like Twitch emoji. But the whole point of this is not that. It's just to be able to see the text. So because right now you guys know I usually have like a pane open where you can see the text, right? So I think what I'm trying to do here. So the two main goals of this project are, and this is probably a good capstone kind of conversation, are I need a service that talks to, I'm doing it again. I need a service that runs and stays connected to Restream.io even when there is nothing going on. And this is something I noticed. You can still stay connected and send chat to Restream even if there is no stream running, which I kind of like. Because, that's like IRC, right? The whole thing I liked about Twitch was it had IRC. You can talk to it. And that's super cool. So that another thing too is it shows me how many people are online, what things I'm connected to, and so those are all good things that I want to provide. Basically, I want this window in a terminal, and I want to be able to see that window pretty cleanly from a terminal. Found a full path for swapping windows and testing on my side. Oh, you did? Settings, keyboard shortcuts. Thanks. I'm going to take a quick little side thing to do that. Could you have one chat which continues for every stream and in between 4 streams? Let me think about that for a second. Cross communicate with each other, right? Yes. That is right. It not only will it cross communicate, it already cross communicates. Okay. So, That actually, you know what? Let's start. I'm glad you're bringing this stuff up. Thank you very much. We need to start writing down, and this is where I need to figure out what to name it. Okay, but you guys are all off and running on some really great questions that are part of the use case. Okay, so so this is, you know what? I'm probably going to have to go out of full screen mode for this because this is just not going to work for me today. Not if I have to use graphics. And this is where you could, all the F11, all the i3 people can start yelling at me now and say, see, you should have used it. You know what? Yeah. I'm not, if anybody is new here, I do not do this very much. That's why I'm not a terminal. I'm mostly a terminal guy. Anyway, so what do we name the thing? And I want to pick a good name. So let's pick the name first. We have enough design to know what we're going to need because I want to start capturing these needs that you guys are writing about. And that one is one I hadn't thought about. So cross communication. So we're basically writing user stories ish, requirements, and then user stories. What am I going to call it? Let's call it. It's not really a restreamer. It's not really just for Restream, or is it? Actually, no. This is specifically for Restream. Huh. Let me go back. Because think about this for a second, guys. This part right here could be a Restream daemon, right? But this, you know what? This part right here could do stuff that other things can't do. Do you know what I mean? So this is actually a Restream service. So that's really important that I keep that connection different. Because why? Because, if we do this right, it'd be possible for you to see messages on Twitch from YouTube and vice versa, but I assume that is not possible. It is not possible right now. That is why the Restream chat, which you can download, by the way, there is so this is, okay, so let's make sure that this is not going to meet the user story or the user demand. There is already an app that you can embed from this that goes on a web page, and somebody can go to that web page and they can watch and participate. They just basically have to type here and they can participate in the chat. That already exists. So I don't know if I need to okay, so a couple things here. The first thing is that when the thing is finished, the chat from everybody will show on the terminal. All right. So that's a thing. I need to make a name for this. Make directory. It's not Restream. We almost need two parts. We need a Restream daemon, and then we need a command that talks to it that is not just for Restream. Has such a bot. Yeah. Eric has a bot like that. Yeah, there are a couple bots. Hey, Peter Jansen. Yep, there you are. So we have two needs. I need to figure out I'm just going to call it Restream for now because I need to start writing stuff down, and I can't because I'm being hobbled by. Okay, so design requirements. So for one, we need, okay, so the main thing it needs is to be able to, what we're going to do. So we need to, the main thing is I need to display, let's see, stay connected to Restream .io. Okay, that's the main thing. And then, so we need to receive messages, web sockets, and log them in real time. Those are the main ones. We need to be able to send messages from the command line. I need to enable viewers to see everyone's everyone's chat. So let me tell you how I suggest we maybe could look at that. One of them, hey, Hudson Plots. So what time we got? Half an hour. So we talked about this server daemon already, right? So we talked about this, and that really is just Restream. But if we do it right, if we do the architecture right, and this is like premature abstraction, I know, but if we do it right, this service that stays connected to Restream could potentially allow itself to hook into other chats, such as Discord, right? So, I'm going to put Twitch, YouTube. These are the main ones. Periscope, Discord. I'm going to put a question mark. So currently, Discord cannot be integrated with Restream. And I think that's a sad thing. I wish it could, particularly now that you can stream to Discord. And actually, that's one of the things I wanted to start to do, because I do more of a podcast kind of thing. I've thought about starting up a voice room in Discord, and then having a channel on Discord that goes with the voice room and pulling that in. And that is not included in Restream at all. So this service would be sort of a piece within another service. And this is where things get kind of messy, right? Because what you could have is the Restream service, but then you could have another service go out to Discord, and that service, Discord would be out here. That would have to have a different server connected to it, and it could be a different thread, but it's a different entity, sort of. So we could say we have a Discord service. And so, we could do that like that. And so, I mean, I think you guys are kind of following now. So here's what we have here. So we have these services, but these services themselves would need to be potentially contained within another app. Now, it doesn't have to be that way, but I kind of feel like it probably should be that. I cannot see anything. Stupid dark mode. And I don't want, I refuse to blind you guys. Nope, I'm not guessing. I care that much about your eyesight. I really do. That I'm willing to guess what the things are rather than turn. So anyway, do you have a podcast on SoundCloud, Spotify, Apple, etc.? Not yet, but I plan on having it. So here's the thing: this podcast, and I've got podcasting equipment coming tomorrow. I plan on focusing entirely on audio with video screencasts. So I'm going to be talking through what I'm doing and stuff. But my priority is going to be on podcasting and not so much on YouTube. Because I just feel like most of what I do is more involved with the spoken word than anything else. Vampire with those white backgrounds on my LCD monitor. Suddenly see one. The light, bright light. Anybody ever see anybody remember that? Bright light. Anyway, so here's where we are with this. We're gonna have. So first of all of this stuff has got to be on the same machine and then sort of in the same app. And I think I found it. Was it this one? No, God damn it. There we go. All right. So these are two separate apps. This is an app. We'll give it a more bold. I'll make that a little bit bigger, and make this guy a little bit bigger. Actually, I could probably make it rounded instead. Oopsie. Yeah, I mean, you get the point. I don't really need to go crazy on this. Come on, Robbie. Motorstein. Put this here, rounded glass. What's that about? No. No, wrong one. Damn it. As Mr. Rob uses a graphic interface and fails miserably. Yes, this is me and graphic interfaces in general. We do not get along. You get the point. So there are other services too that I would want to inform about stuff. So that's what's going on there. What is it that we're making though? So this is the goal for today, and I only have like 10 minutes left. But I'm using Twitch as a podcast app most of the day, right? People do use Twitch as a podcast, and YouTube actually has the ability to do podcasts as well. So I want to consider that in the design requirements. Design requirements. Let's say considerations, integration of chat from as many services as possible. So that is a really top requirement. And I'm going to, that's the primary goal here is I want to be able to integrate the chat, and I specifically want to have a command line log that accessible log in JSON that I can use anytime. So, and then I'm going to have one sort of application that can then speak to any of the services without having them like be shattered, right? So that's important. That I'm glad you guys mentioned the whole, how would you do this thing, because that's gonna change that. Now, I don't want to get too far out in the woods, but I also don't want to code myself into a corner. So the main reason I need this, and I need it quickly, is I need to be able to get the WebSockets connection and see. So I'm going to put phases, sprint goals. So the first goal is, above all, is to get Restream chat chat to appear within a tmux pane. All right, so that's my absolute number one goal before I do anything else. 2, send chat messages to from, let's see, yeah, that's it. Chat messages from command line. That is the number one thing I want to be able to do. And number 2 thing. So how are we going to do that? We know that we have the WebSockets API. These decisions about how big this thing is going to be is going to make decisions immediately about, well, how do we organize this? So as it stands right now, I think the architecture, so we got some different approaches to the architecture. We could say I have, one universal command line app. And that's important to me, because I'm going to be typing stuff all the time. I don't want to type something 1,000 times. I want to be able to have aliases to the thing. But so what do we name it? I named it Restream here. But the truth is that it's really not just Restream, right? It's also Discord. If I had an IRC, I might want to have that. So somebody might be listening to my podcast directly or streaming through something else, through Discord, for example, and they might want to be able to participate in IRC even though they're listening to it over Discord. So I don't want to lock people into a corner with how they participate. I want to give them as many options as possible, and I don't want to buy into this "you have to use our service only" thing, which is killing streaming, because everybody, including Restream, is really trying to sell their product, and they're not really considering the end user's audience. They are trying, but they're they're fundamentally motivated by lock-in as opposed to allowing people to communicate openly. And I got to be really careful with this, because if I do it wrong, Discord will get really mad at me. They do not like when you do use anything but their client, right? Does anybody know anything about that? I'm just going to put that out there as a question. So what is that? Oh, notifications are off. Right. Okay. So does anybody happen to know if I'm kind of floundering here, but does anybody know if Discord will be mad if we post Discord chat? How's it going, Maura? If we post, I'm going to be dropping here pretty soon, guys. Thanks for joining, by the way. Does anybody know if Discord is going to like nix me and give me a bad day because I have a bot that's logged into Discord that's reporting to I guess no, because that's why you have bots, right? No. I think I answered my own question. So Discord only gets mad at you. Discord only gets mad at you when you don't use their service to send messages. Yeah. So Discord gets mad at you when people are participating can use another tool because they lose their advertising, right? But I don't see them having a problem with us receiving Discord messages and sending them to, like a central logging server like we're trying to do here. Because when we send it to a central logging server, we're going to be, we just want to see that. If you want to send a Discord message, if you want to participate on Discord, then you have to be in Discord. You just sort of, let's Restream right now. What? No. I mean, that was a matter of integration, but they did not have that before when I checked. Let's go look really quick. It makes so much sense for them to do that. Let's go see if we can actually add a channel. They have live, Twitch, YouTube, LinkedIn, beta, which is, they won't give you, unless you're an influencer, they won't even talk to you. And I will never be an influencer because I'm too small. And so live EDU, that's one I would like to get into, but probably not happening. Steam, I thought that was cool too. Like, I didn't even know Steam had an integration. Did you guys know you can stream to Steam now? That's cool. Where are you seeing that, Mr. Greg? You got a link here, huh? Let me go look at the link. Yeah, I would really not like to redoing anything. Discord chat integration. Follow the steps in this guide to connect Discord to Restream chat. Your Discord server with Stream. With the Restream chat, you can easily connect a Discord server and select channels to be read by our chat. Well, I know that Discord has a Restream channel. Discord, connect Discord. Click connect Discord and the new browser window will open. Is this in the studio? Restream chat features. Yes. Okay. So what they've done is what I want to do, but you have to use their app. So that's good because that means, yeah, the Restream bot, connect to Discord, add a bot to a server, authorize. Select Discord, you'll then be brought back to Restream's chat. Oh. Well, that's definitely worth looking at. So I think what that does, though, is gets us... you finish the name? Oh, wow. Wow. Yeah, I'd love to look. Yeah. I think what that gets us is the ability for people in Discord to see Restream chat coming in as a bot, right? And that makes sense because that would mean that Discord is fighting for attention, and so they want people to just log into Discord and not have to go watch Restream someplace else. So that, again, that speaks to the issue of this one. So how do we enable? It's actually kind of a secondary requirement, but what we're talking about, enable viewers to see everyone's chat, right? So this means that people can participate however they want, and that Discord integration, however it's done, is more about that and less about allowing something from the terminal to see everything that's going on. And so, yeah, I mean, again, one of the possibilities would be, of course, having everything go through Discord, but I don't want to do that either, right? Because what happens then? So maybe I don't need a Discord bot, is what I'm saying. One possibility would be for me to have one bot. Okay, so here's one. If we do what that Discord bot suggests, which is that we have everything going through Discord, right? And we have a bot from Restream that logs into Discord and posts everything from the Restream. Then the only thing that we would have to connect to would be Discord, and then we would write a Discord bot that connects to the channel that has Restream also logged in there as a bot. And if we do that, oh wow, thanks. I'll go make sure to look at this later. So let me say that again. If we can get everything in Discord, sounds like we can from this Discord chat integration page. I don't know yet, but possible. If we can get everything into Discord, that means all of this chat you're looking at here gets put inside of the Discord bot that is then logged into your server on Discord. Then the only thing we need to do is make a Discord bot, another Discord bot that logs into the terminal and interacts with that Discord channel and such. Actually, the key determining factor of that is whether or not the Discord bot actually listens to stuff posted to Discord and then also publishes that to Restream. You see what I'm saying? So that would be essential to discover, because if it doesn't do that, it's completely useless, right? Just start opening a Restream chat setting, blah, blah, blah. Click on the menu at the top of the Discord bot. Because, I mean, really, I imagine it does. It would be really silly if it didn't. Let's see. Use the server drop down to Discord Restream Bot. You want to do. I'll look at this. I've only got 4 minutes left. So I think just as wrapping up, an Echo bot kind of, yeah. But see, here's the thing. If we are not taking everything that's written to that Discord channel and propagating it out to YouTube and to Twitch and everything else, then it's useless. So if it's a one-way integration, if it's a one-way bot that says, no, I am just going to read everything from the chat and I'm going to reproduce it in your Discord channel, that's nice and all, but that's not nearly enough, because we need to be able to take everything that's written to that channel and send it up. And you know what I'm saying? It needs to send it back up so that all the Discord content also makes it back up into the YouTube comments and to the comments everywhere else. So we need some sort of aggregator there. But that's going to be, I'm glad we didn't get running too far on this integration, because there are lots of ways to do this. It looks like the most direct way is for us to just talk right to the Restream service. The problem with that, though, is, and I'm just kind of summarizing here, but the problem with that is that then we rule out other services. So any service that's not supported by Restream cannot be added. And so I could be sending out messages, and they would not necessarily go to the other services. And as much as I love Restream, I do not want to be married to them forever. If there's another service out there that I need to also collaborate with and make basically what we're doing is we're kind of making a Jabber client for Restream chat. And that is what we're talking about here. And I don't know what that's going to entail. Again, but back to the main the main requirements, and I'll start working on these next time I code. I'm kind of switching up my projects a little bit between this project and, of course, my generator for the other stuff that I've been doing. If anybody has any questions about that, if anybody's here for the pagan stuff, let me know. pegn.dev if you want to read about that. But this is something I really need immediately, because otherwise I'm going to be dependent on, looking at these web windows, which I hate. So the first sprint goal is to get Restream Chat to appear within the tmux pane, and to be able to send a message to Restream.io. And so that is the primary objective right now. That's what I'm going to come back to. How is that architected? We'll see. Right now, that's just the first sprint. I am not going to go crazy on abstracting bot services and stuff right now. If needed, we will do that. That'll be the second sprint. And then so we'll go ahead and do that. I'm gonna actually number these first sprint. I'm gonna actually make this a sprint on its own. So those are two different sprints. Yeah, anyway. And yeah, I'm trying to decide how to, okay. Yeah, anyway, so this would be a first sprint, and then this would be the second sprint, and then we'll go from there. All right, thanks for joining me. I gotta go. Got stuff to do, but it's been fun. I gotta figure out how to stop my stream now. All right, bye.